All right, now for our second shape, we are reflecting over the diagonal line. So I've drawn our shape. It is 3 squares tall with 2 squares across the middle here. And then I have my reflect line. Oops, I just noticed my reflect line is actually in the wrong spot. So let me erase here. What I noticed was that I needed to have my reflect line with the line being the diagonal of this box here because I needed to have that distance from my flip line. So when I'm doing my flip line, I should use a ruler when I'm drawing my flip line. And I notice it's going through the diagonals of all of the boxes. And now I can see that yes, I have the right number of spaces between myself, that corner, and the reflect line. So now I'm going to reflect it across the other direction. Now we can do this without tissue paper or with a mirror, but I prefer tissue paper. I'm going to show you that process because this one's one that we can use pretty much anywhere. Don't need to have access to a mirror. So I'm going to take my shape and I'm going to trace it as best I can, trying to keep it nice and straight, not moving my tissue paper as I do that. I also need to trace my reflect line in order to keep all of my points the same distance from my reflect line. Now I'm going to do exactly what it says. I'm going to flip my tissue paper and I'm going to line up my reflect line again. And I need to make sure that my shape is lined up properly. I don't want to put it on top of my reflect line way up here. It has to be lined up with my reflect line's distance so that I'm the same distance away from that line. So I can see here, yes, I'm half of a square away from that corner. So half a square away from that corner. And then I pick up my tissue paper and I draw in my shape. So I saw that it was this corner. And then it was 3 squares long, so I'm going to make it 3 squares long, 1 square high, over, up 1 square again, and then over. Now to confirm that I have in fact done it correctly, I should check my corners and see if they are the correct distance from the flip line. This one's half of a square, so that one's a good distance. This one should be 2 complete ones, and it is 2 complete ones. So I can see that this is my correct reflected shape. Sometimes we can visualize where that's going to be, but that can be very difficult, and tissue paper can make that much easier.